long-term solutions, and a lot of people have actually asked us this question, and I want to take this to Anurag Agrawal, who's joining us. He's an expert in the field. Please break it down for us. I have at least 10 sets of questions from people on, does artificial rain work? What is the long-term solution? How long will this thick blanket of smog last? What is likely to happen? Can you put what we are seeing anecdotally, what we are feeling, what we are breathing, can you put all of this in perspective for us and tell us what's happening and how long are we going to have to live like this?
Sure. I won't pretend to be an atmospheric scientist, but it's an area that I've been working in. So I think the first thing we need to realize is that we are looking at the tip of an iceberg. All those months in the summer when we look at 100, 110, we think this is nice air. That's not nice air. The fundamental problem is that we are not setting things right at the time when we feel we don't see the smog in front of us, and then it suddenly starts building up as the climate changes, as the parali burns. Many people have spoken about artificial rain in terms of solution. China, in fact, in Beijing Olympics time, tried it to open up the skies and make sure, but it doesn't really work at this point in time. You need clouds, then you seed the clouds, then you get the rain. But the clouds need to exist first. And, the time smog really rises to this level may not be the time you have suitable clouds to seed. But yes, if you take it below this current heavy smog levels, you might be able to start intervening at those times.
Okay.
Number two is really political will and implementation. I think we have all the relevant rules in place, what all we are not supposed to burn. Implementing it is hard, political will. And to that, let me raise one point which has already come in directly. If you look at the life of a common person, you look at the AQI of a poorly ventilated kitchen in which a woman works, of a low socioeconomic strata. The AQI in that kitchen is 1,000. If you look at anybody who is working in a non-protected occupation, the type of AQIs they deal with are massive. You are not going to be able to convince those people suddenly that this is toxic and what they see in their normal lives is not.
Right.
So a greater sensitization and awareness, and the government has done its bit by clean fuel and so on, but a widespread talk not only about outdoor air, but about every aspect of life might get more people on board. And perhaps, also emphasizing the long-term aspects. Pretty much everything was done, but diabetes is something that came up quite surprisingly. About half of new diabetes in Delhi is attributable to pollution. So these kinds of things, I think, might help. But in terms of technological solutions, we know that large smog towers don't work. We know that artificial rain may only work in certain circumstances. Stopping pollution from being generated is really the only way forward.